Hello, I'm Gav, and welcome to the best bits of the CVG Off the Record podcast. This week, we talk about Nintendo's stance on same-sex relationships, which one is better, the Morpheus virtual reality headset or the Oculus Rift. I've been messing around in Iceland at the EVE Online Fan Fest, and we get a lovely little poem sent in by a listener. If you like what you hear, you can find the full version at the link on screen now.
Nintendo.
Oh, Nintendo.
Guys, I've got four stories here about
Jesus
Nintendo.
Christ.
But we're going to try and condense them into one, like, rolling shitball.
I saw an awesome tweet from Sean Bell from Midnight Resistance, and it was like, I think it was as he's going to work, the Nintendo financial results story came out, and he was like, oh, I had this amazing tweet lined up for, oh, great, now all, because I hate it when they post, like, Nintendo results, and everyone's like, this is how Nintendo should save themselves. Like, oh, yeah, I haven't thought of that.
Very nice.
So, and like, I hate stuff again. He was like, oh, I had this amazing tweet worked out for, when all the haters came out and said how they can fix Nintendo, and they dropped all their homophobic shit. And I was like, all right, I'm not putting that tweet out anymore.
Delete tweet.
Yeah. Like, I've been genuinely, I was giving Tomodachi Life quite early, and I made a bunch of videos of it.
You absolutely love the game, right? It's a brilliant game.
It's completely turned me off, though. Like,
Yeah.
I genuinely, like, it's a really, really brilliant game, but I think the way that they've handled, so basically you can't have any same-sex relationships in it. And as a game that's built around forming relationships, that's a pretty shit thing.
It is a shit
and
thing.
I think the way that they've handled this, so people have been, obviously, people have been criticizing them about this.
Yeah.
And the way that they handled it, they came out and said, hey, look, we weren't trying to make a game with any kind of social
That made
commentary.
matters even worse,
Yeah,
right?
because saying, oh, like, that's not fucking social commentary, like, just being, like, basic human rights, that's fucking insane.
Yeah,
like,
It's important to say that we're criticizing their handling of it here because there are
That's right, yeah.
circumstances which prevent them from, recreating the game and stuff like that people could argue. Like, it's difficult to go back and recode stuff when it's been out for as long as Tomodachi Life has been out.
That's fair enough, yeah. And
but
obviously,
it's more their handling of the situation.
100%. If they'd come back and said, like, oh,
We
or
fucked
even
up.
held their hands up and just
Yeah,
gone,
so-
yeah, we've completely fucked up. We didn't think about this. We're really, really sorry. Fine. But it's the fact that
That's
they
right, yeah.
their comment is, oh, look, we don't want to get
There's
involved
nothing.
in stuff
Their
like
comment
that.
is
Like,
there's nothing wrong with
I'll read the
this.
comment out
and that's
here.
what the problem is.
Nintendo never intended to make any form of social commentary with the launch of Tomodachi Life. The
Bullshit.
relationship option in the game represents a playful alternative world rather than a real-life simulation. We hope that all of our fans will see that Tomodachi Life was intended to be a whimsical and quirky game and that we were absolutely not trying to provide social commentary.
That's fucking bollocks, man.
I
That's
think-
so
I
angry.
can't remember
like,
who said it, but I saw it on Twitter and it was a really good tweet. It's just like by not allowing this to happen, you
Yeah.
are actually making social commentary.
That's
Yeah,
it was
but
Steve
I
Fogarty, and
I
like
think-
he's actually in my game, and like he's a gay guy, and like fucking Angela Lansbury is always coming to me going, "I want to be in a relationship with Steve." It's really strange because you think, well, no, I want him to be in a relationship with Eugene Victor Toombs, actually. But no, I'm not fucking
This
allowed.
is what it's all about.
But it's like, no, I'm not.
You
I'm
want
not
to
allo-
X-Files relationships.
I'm not allowed to do that, and it sucks. And like, I'm straight, so my character's in there. I can get off with Pauline Quirk if I want to, but at the same time, if you're a gay
You definitely
person
want to.
playing it, and you'd be like, oh well, I want to get off with Slenderman. No, you can't. Like, you're
No,
not
that's
allowed
right,
to fancy
yeah.
Slenderman.
But I think it's worth clarifying as
He
well that
too
there's
slender
no one
for
at
you.
Nintendo and there's no one at the developer of this game that we're not saying that they're overtly homophobic, and they're not. They're not doing this because they don't like same-sex relationships. They're doing this because they haven't really thought. They haven't really put much thought into it. They've
we
been
don't know, in fairness. Like, I'm not saying. Like,
Yeah, but
by not,
I
by
think
not-
that's true.
By
We
not
don't know either
including
way,
it,
yeah.
that is overtly homophobic. By not thinking, oh, hang on, there's other people in this world
I
other
guess
than
so.
men
I
and
mean,
women
it might
having
be
sex.
like it might.
At the same time, there was a bug in the game which randomly allocates relationships between me characters. So it could be that randomly I would be in a relationship with you.
And I'd never be happier.
But the problem with that is the problem with the bug itself was that as the game carried on, the game would crash.
It'd reach a breaking point.
It would
where
reach a
just-
breaking point.
The logic would fuck itself up.
So they're saying
Gays crash Nintendo consoles. Fuck me.
But what they're saying is they had to get rid of that bug, right? Because not because of us being in a relationship, Gav, but because we were destroying the game. from
Can't
the
stop the love. Our love is too
We
strong
were-
for Tomodachi.
the world
we
is
were too
crumbling
passionate.
around your eternal love.
So, but the problem is that when they were resolving that bug, they should have gone. Hang on, there are a lot of people that are gay. Maybe they do want this. They didn't really think about it.
They just patched it out.
They
They
just
just
think about it
patched
from
out,
the
yeah.
beginning, though. From the beginning,
didn't
gone
think about it
like,
from the
Yeah.
beginning.
and this is my thing. Like, surely it's harder to code a game where, like,
Yeah, having
only
to
this
have
person can have sex with this
specific
person,
genders, yeah.
rather than everyone can just be doing what the fuck they want, which
Yeah.
is how the world is.
Culturally speaking, video games are starting to become aware of the culture of people that surround them. And I don't think there are many video games at the moment which embrace same-sex relationships. I know there's a few BioWare games that do.
Yeah.
I think this is just part of the industry growing up anyway. I think in the future the industry will do it, and the industry will realise, the sort of stereotypes it's had in the
2014, man. It's been gays on this planet for quite a long time.
past. Yeah, no, absolutely.
Like-
I absolutely agree.
Yeah.
I think the games industry in the past 40 years hasn't really been...
I think it should be illegal not to have same-sex relationships in it. Like, generally, it should be like, they should be like one of the Peggy things. They're scrolling through and be like, oh no, you fucked up here by being massively homophobic. Your game ain't coming out, motherfuckers. So that was some of the best bits from this week's podcast. If you like what you hear, you can check out the full version at the link on screen now. And please remember to like and subscribe.